Greetings and salutations! Welcome to NOVAQUEST, coming to explore the deepest mysteries of astronomy. This may come a little straightforward, but what really is a black hole? Okay, we all know that they're big black holes of nothingness that suck up whatever in their way, but is this all true? Are they even real? What the heck? Are they even real? Okay, well, in order to answer that question, we must dive into history of black holes. So everybody knows that Albert Einstein was the father of the black hole concept, right? Albert Einstein, back in 1916, created the theory of general relativity, where basically space is a four-dimensional object that curves itself and time. And this theory was mathematically solved, in the case for black holes, by Carl Schwarzschild. But the real father of the black hole concept is John Mitchell. All the way back in 1783, when he came up with the dark star theory, which basically hypothesized a star's gravity could be so strong that escape velocity, the speed you need to escape an object's gravity, would exceed the speed of light, and therefore making it invisible. So basically, something out there, aka black holes, guys, could be they're invisible. They're just invisible like that. Whoa. But not many people had realized that Mitchell was the true father, as his concept was so complex for scientists in his time that it had been completely looked over eventually and faded into obscurity. Youch. Am I right? Anyway, aside from that, let's look into the anatomy of a black hole. From the outside in, we have a few main parts: the accretion disk, relativistic jet, photon sphere, innermost stable orbit, event horizon, and singularity. The accretion disk is a disk of gas or dust that swirls around the black hole. They're swirling so fast, nearly at the speed of light for some black holes, by the way, that it creates radiation. But the accretion disk is also what produces that special glow. The relativistic jet is another crazy radiation hotspot that instead projects right out of the black hole. Some particles from the accretion disk can be ejected out to create the jet. These jets can extend out to thousands of light years away. The photon sphere is hot plasma that circles around or is ejected out in the relativistic jet or accretion disk. The innermost stable orbit is the last area that matter can circle before it gets sucked up. The event horizon is the radius around the sphere that anything and everything cannot escape. And lastly, ding, 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 the singularity is the center of the black hole, which is a four-dimensional space, where all matter from the event horizon is sucked up and crushed in infinite density. Okay, well, you may be going,
bruh, why are you telling me all of this? I don't even know anything about black holes. What the heck?
And it's 'cause they're cool and also they're real. Whoa, really? Yeah! Well, at least they should be, since Synge's X1 was the first accepted black hole discovered by Paul Merton and Louis Webster in 1971. The first direct evidence from the LIGO, or LIGO, LIGO, whatever, team detected gravitational waves from colliding black holes in 2015, and later in 2019 was the first photograph of this black hole's shadow. Whoa, guys, that means they're real. Yeah, that means they're real. So, now that we know they're real, what does a black hole consume? Well, they literally consume anything, from stars, planets, light, to other black holes. But when they consume other black holes, it's more of a merging process, and they turn into a, whoa, ding, 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 a black hole. Wow, I would have never guessed, but larger. Whatever the black hole consumes, it will become larger, and it'll keep growing forever and ever and ever, and it just keeps consuming. So let's get into other fun facts. Did you know that in the center of our galaxy is a supermassive black hole around 4.29 million times the mass of our sun? Oh, you knew that? Dang nabbit. Well, because you already knew that, here are some other fun facts about black holes. Apparently, they discovered a second black hole that is also a part of the Milky Way. Not in the innermost center, but surely you haven't heard of this one. This black hole is around 1 million times the mass of our sun. Not as large as the other one, but still large enough to be crazy scary. Also, on August 20, 2025, Chinese scientists found the merging of two black holes circling a supermassive black hole. That's like a triple black hole incident. What the heck? How does that work? Anyway, scientists also found out what may be one of the oldest black holes to exist so far, being 300 million times our sun and nearly 13 billion years old. My gosh. Well, that may be a little too much information on black holes for your brain to process, but to summarize, yeah, black holes are accepted as real and they really do suck up things. It's true. But that's the brief side of it. There's still so much more to them, and there's still information that we haven't discovered yet. But at least now you retain some of that knowledge and can share it to the world.